Are you really just so tired of dealing with added stress that even turns into anxiety? It's been quite the year. We've been really charged up this year. Well, these two techniques I'm going to teach you in this video can put an end to that and help you become a better manager of your overall well being. Wow, more than ever, we are being invited to take care of ourselves. What do we want? What do we want when it comes to our mental health? Our emotional health, our physical health. It's really being shown to us how important and what a priority this needs to be so that we can live vital, healthy lives. Well, this has been a stressful year as we wrap up moving out at the time of me filming this. We're on the last month of 2020, and it's been a really charged year energetically. Now, rather than talk about the stories that have played out, let's just talk about the energy. We've been on overload, a lot of emotions coming up, a lot of thinking, a lot of, do I believe this? Do I believe that? What do I think about this? And so there's just been an overwhelm in energy, thought energy, feeling energy, overload. You might be taking on people's energy. You might be taking on global energy, feeling the weight and the stress of the planetary state as it's in this high level shift. Well, that's not serving you. And these two techniques are going to help you let go of this overload, to release it, to come into a place of alignment with your own energy and a state of calm. Now, one of my most watched videos on dealing with anxiety has to do with chest pain anxiety. How to heal chest pain anxiety. And I love this comment by a user called Burgerman. 6 months ago, recovering from COVID-19, and my anxiety is off the roof, making my recovery even harder. This helped. Thank you. So again, rather than looking outside ourselves just for treatments, meds, protocols to help us stay healthy, they have their place, but it starts with our own efforts and tapping into our own mind-body healing powers. Now, these two techniques, I film videos of them, and I'm going to show you those clips to teach you them. I want to acknowledge one of my mentors and teachers, Donna Eden. She is the author of Energy Medicine. She was one of my early teachers in the late 90s who introduced me to different techniques that we can use to shift our energy. Stress is an overload of energy. When it turns into anxiety, now it's hit a mental imbalance that we can't think straight. We shut down typically. We either go into a frenzy and get just kind of we're not productive, we're in a frenzy, we're scattered, or we shut down and we just want to go eat, go watch some kind of worthless TV show, like just kill time, like I don't even know how to move forward. Both of them create a sense of not being able to move forward and be productive. You can use these anywhere. I say in the first clip, and I want to reinforce this, if you're in a situation where you're not able to physically do this, you can think about it. You can see yourself. You have this powerful tool called your imagination, and you can see yourself actually going through all the steps of either one of these techniques, and your thought will influence your energy to create a shift. Energy follows thought. So by putting your attention on the experience, so it could be in a family setting, maybe an extended family gathering, it could be at a professional meeting, it could be on an airplane. And it's not really convenient, nor is it appropriate to use these techniques, but you can still use them with the power of your imagination, and your energy will respond accordingly. So keep that in your toolkit, put that in your back pocket, because the more you use them, this is kind of what we call the long tail benefit of using techniques like this. It's not a one and done. You keep using them whenever the stress presents. Now that will be key for you, because guess what? Living in a state of stress or anxiety becomes your new familiar, your that's my life. And you have to catch yourself and say, I don't want this to be my familiar, my set point. I want to change it. And so when you feel it coming on, your opportunity is to stop, reset, because all you're doing is resetting the energy to now prevent it from going there. And so it requires you to do that over and over and over. In 2 to 3 weeks, you've shifted it. And then you only have to do it on when it's more hyped up on certain occasions that seem to trigger it more potently. And so again, use this as the thing is, it's not about taking a lot of time. They're not difficult. It's about being consistent with them. That's really what happens in the healing world, is consistency over extended periods, and not even that long these days. Energy shifts fast. You get massive results by your consistent efforts that are then permanent, which is what's so phenomenal. It's not a temporary fix, it's a permanent change. Let's take a look at, just watch these 2 videos and then I'll wrap it up after. When you're feeling overwhelmed, that can lead to anxiety, which is a place where you go where stress then turns into anxiety, which really then shuts you down. You don't know how to move forward, you're overwhelmed. All the things I've talked about up to now, showing you this technique. This technique will help you release excess energy that you've taken on. Maybe it's other people's energy, maybe it's the energy of something in the past, something in the future that you're stressing about. And so what you're going to do is, and you'll see, if you can be outdoors in bare feet in the grass or even in the dirt, that is the best setup. If that's not doable because of time of year, that's okay. Just imagine you're in an outdoor setting and you're able to connect with the earth, because you certainly can use this technique anywhere. You can even do it, let's say you're in a business meeting and it's not appropriate for you to stand up and do this in that moment. You can see yourself doing it in your mind. Your mind, your energy will respond to the intent of your thought and the visual image you're passing through it to give you the benefit of the technique. But ideally, this would be the setup you want. And so just notice that energy and where you might feel it in your body. Maybe it's in the chest, throat, maybe it's in your head, maybe in the back. We put a lot of excess energy. This is the largest canvas of our body, the back area and the torso. And so whatever it is, just notice it. You're gonna invite it to now be released. So you're gonna, and I wanna credit Donna Eden for this technique. She originally taught it to me. Her information is really fabulous. Check her out. And so you're gonna check into that energy wherever it is in your body. You don't even have to know where it's coming from. Now you're gonna do a slight bend in the knee, and as you raise your knees, you're gonna breathe in and shoot your arms upward. And now exhale. Now another deep breath in, and as you exhale, you're gonna now push your arms down to the ground as though you're pushing the energy out. So inhale, exhale. Up again, inhale, and now exhale. Inhale and exhale. You just wipe it off. Push all that energy into the ground. Shake it off your hands, your arms, your limbs, your feet, your legs. Just get it all off. Now just imagine the energy from the earth coming up through your feet, plugging stability and peace into your body. So it comes all the way up, out top of your head and surrounds you. That's it. This will help create a calmness, an overall calmness. You'll see that babies do this. It's actually called child's pose, is a yoga position. And so you're just gonna kneel down and sit on, if you can. You might need a yoga block or something if you've got knee issues. But you're gonna just sit kneeling on your feet. And the first thing you're gonna do is just press on the middle of your forehead. This is training your brain to blood flow to the frontal lobe, which is your When you're in anxiety, the frontal lobe needs to be activated because it's the space of reason, balance, perspective. It's that part of our brain that the thinking mind basically has the ability to say everything's okay, no big deal, everything's going to work out. So you want to get that blood flowing up here. Now again, if best you can, if you can stay kneeling like this, great. If you have to lift your hips up a bit to get now your forehead onto the, you're going to now again doing pressure on your forehead, and you're going to place your arms back by your feet, your hands by your feet. And if you can tuck even, you'll see babies do this. It's a stress releaser. And if you can turn your head to one side then and just let everything go. Take some breaths, in and out breaths, deeper inhales and exhales. And then just come on up and wipe off any stress. And you'll notice how much calmer you feel. It's just kind of like, So simple to do and truly so powerful. After the child's pose one, I felt so calm, so relaxed, just really centered, just a big through my whole body. So it's up to you to use the tools. I can teach them to you, but really it's in your hands to put them to practice. Again, does not take a lot of time, yet it does take showing up and doing them. So make comfort and joy and affluence and really a state of peace your norm, your habit, and you have to train your mind body to make that your habit. Otherwise it goes to the default, the stress and anxiety. Choose to create your reality. We have a chance to do that more powerfully than ever. I'm Carol Tuttle. I'm an expert in healing, and I'm here to help you. Go to healwithcarol.com. I have a fabulous resource for you there to continue supporting you with your healing work. More than ever, it's up to us to determine the quality of life we want to live. We have great powers of creation that have been opened that we can and really empower us to choose to create that reality to our highest good. It's up to us, though. We're at choice right now. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next week.